Hi, I'm Amrita Hepi and I'm with Botis Seva.
Hello, I'm Botis Seva and I'm with Amrita. So who's your favorite, like, let's say favorite Aussie band or favorite UK
Favorite
band?
Aussie band, I would say, I mean, I feel like Amyl and the Sniffers would probably be my favorite Aussie band, but then I'm like, I love ONEFOUR.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. Who are they? Who are these
Um,
bands?
Amyl and the Sniffers, like kind of Bougan chic. Bougan chic. And then ONEFOUR's like Pacifica drill group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
What about you?
I was trying to think about this.
Yeah.
I'll say UK band.
UK bands.
UK band. Who's a good UK band? Who's it? It used to be like a band called Take That.
Oh.
I'm just guessing that.
Robbie?
Robbie, yeah. I used to like them. They were quite cool. Take that was like, they were good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to sing about Kimby, and then I also love, not a band, but I love Little Sims, I love Aphex Twin, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bands.
Yeah, bands are quite hard actually.
Bands are hard.
Bands are tough.
Yeah,
Artists are like, Little Sims is great though. She's
Yeah. She's a poet.
top notch, yeah. Top notch.
What's your favorite thing to do in Naarm, or in so-called Melbourne?
So what is now? And now, what is now? Can you explain?
So Naarm is the indigenous name for this place.
Okay.
So we'd say like Wurundjeri, Woiwurrung is like the elders or the groups or the indigenous.
Yes.
Yeah. So when people say Naarm, it's like entered into the lexicon as like shorthand for saying Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah, from the OG name.
Okay, from the OG
Yeah.
name. Okay. That makes sense. Now I
Yeah.
understand that. My favorite thing to do. To be fair, I've kind of only been to a place called Maverick, which is like a breakfast place.
Okay.
Which is quite nice, really nice. So
Okay.
I'm just trying to explore like breakfast places. But yeah, I'm enjoying the vibe in the city. So
Cool. Cool.
What are your favorite things? What do you? Best recommendation?
My recommendations?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I've always been a dancer.
Yeah.
Like my choreographic career started in Melbourne, and I feel like, or in Naarm, and there's lots of great dance here. But when I'm in the city, I want to dance.
Nice.
I want to eat,
Yeah.
and I want to. I also love. There's a certain mountain that I like to climb because Naarm is quite flat.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's nice to get some aspects, but mostly dancing and eating when I'm here.
Eating, I know. That's what we're hearing it. Dancing and eating. What's the last best show that you've seen?
This is such a
It's a hard question.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big
yeah.
question, but I think for me it was Goodnight Cinderella by Carolina Bianchi. She's a Brazilian, I guess, theatre maker and works a little bit in choreography, and I saw it in Rising last year, and it hasn't, when you see a show and it really just stays with you in terms of content, movement, themes. That was the last best show that I saw. I love this question. What about you?
That's hard. This is quiz questions. Like, I was trying to figure out like what I've seen and what stayed in my head, but I think it's probably a piece from Crystal Pite. I can't remember what piece I saw, but I can't remember what piece it is. Which fair. I'm trying to think of the last one.
What happens in it? Is there a table?
No,
What's the
that's
set
a
piece?
statement in it.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's for Trophy. It must be for Trophy Night.
Trophy
What was before that? It was before something before Trophy Night was. It must be for Trophy Night.
That one. That Crystal Pite one.
Crystal Pite one. No, I think it was for Trophy Night. I think most of our works when I watch, I'm not really thinking of the title, but like Trophy Night was a special
Yeah,
piece.
there's like a detail to her work. I feel like you should definitely, if you get a chance to see Stephanie Lake.
Stephanie Lake. Okay, this is at the festival, right?
It's at the festival, but I feel like, I don't know, that maybe there's something that runs in the Canadian-Australian waters,
there is
but there's like something in the hands that like
the gestures
and the big like set pieces that really move with the performers is really.
It's Canadian. I think it's a Canadian thing, you know. It might be.
True.
Might be Canadian. Might be. It's wave, but it's cool. Amazing.
Oh, tell us about your show in Rising.
Yes. So our show in Rising, it's called Black Dog, and how can I talk about it? It's just It's like a therapy session. The show feels like a therapy session that you go through. It's about basically adults and like childhood, basically. So people like who have gone through childhood experiences and traumas and trying to basically deal with that as an adult in their bodies. So yeah, quite a dark, quite aggressive piece, but yeah, the piece is all about trying to bring healing to someone who's gone through tough times. But yes, can you tell us about your show?
It's called The Act.
Yeah.
And so I'm working, it's co-devised between me, Mish Grigor, and Tilly Lawless. And I've been thinking a lot about if art and sex are these two kind of sacred forms of human expression, what happens underneath the crunch of industry? Like what happens, and what do you, when you're working in, I guess, like a body-centered job with other bodies, like what do you learn from those bodies, and what are the games or transmissions that we can set up to kind of look at these two industries, and what happens under pressure with them, but also like what happens when I guess when we think beyond like a moralizing stance. I mean, also dance and sex work have a long history. We think of the Paris Opera. A lot of the dancers there were like kind of they needed patrons. And this thing about like you're paying to watch me, but also it's something I enjoy, but then it's also something that is very deeply private, but is made public. So all of these big questions I had.
During making, like, do you feel like you came to any answers like when you were making it, or does it still feel like a research?
It feels like at this point, as we edge closer to premiere, I feel like working with Tilly, there's things that surprise me about her and the material every day, like really like the minutia of this, like the detail of it, and also things that surprise me about my own assumptions that come out choreographically. So I'm still, I guess I'm right in the crunchy bit.
It's a crunchy bit. So wait, this is going to be the premiere is like, this is the first time you're opening it?
First time.
First time.
First
so
time.
You've never performed before?
We've done like a 20-minute version, but this is full length.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is like, okay.
And Botis, yeah, you're gonna come. No, you can't come.
Yeah, I can't come. We leave on Saturday, so I can't come. It's disappointing.
Hot take about Naarm or Melbourne since you've been here?
People are really nice.
People are really nice?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't happen always. In Europe it's a bit different, but people are really nice here actually. I think we were welcoming in the theatre, which sometimes when you go and work in the theatre, there's some technicians that are just kind of like moody and grumpy, but everyone was nice here.
That's good.
So that was a nice kind of welcome. Yeah, we felt welcomed as well.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Woman Jekka.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, we're here. What's your favourite dance film?
There's one, and it's called, oh my god, it's by Claire Denis, and it's about the French Foreign Legion, and the choreography in the film is really good, and I need to remember, oh my gosh, you can come back to me and I'll remember the name.
I can't think of a dance film. I'm trying to think of any dance film I've watched.
I mean, the classic one is Pina by Wim Wenders, and then there's Chantal Ackerman's Pina. But then always Pina.
It's always going to be Pina.
It's always Pina. Tell you another contentious pick for a dance film is that I feel like, and feel free to disagree with me, but I feel like Magic Mike, there was some like incredible choreographic partnering, and I was like, I was into it, you know? I was the spectacle.
I never know you were going to say Magic Mike. I never knew that was going to come out.
The director of that he's great.
I haven't seen Magic Mike.
Okay, well you've got a long plane ride.
So I watch Magic Mike. Okay, I'll have to give that a go. I've never thought you were going to say Magic Mike, but I'll take it.
This is our start.
Yeah, I'm going to get off now.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.